Alright, so new month, new tier list, new festival. Let's rank the 3 new characters we have since the last one. And in a weird turn, I'm actually ranking the newest character, Bond, first. Because this guy, I'm fresh off of recording a Bond video. I have a lot to say about him. Let's go on PvE first. He's garbage. If the activity allows you... Okay, let's not say he's garbage. If the activity allows you to apply the target debuff, he's okay. Still not a good option. But if it doesn't, dog shit, no use. And that's the crux of his kit. The whole, oh my god, I need to apply the target debuff first for me to do damage, is probably the worst design they've ever had in a festival ever. The only worst design I can think of in a festival unit was Margaret before buff. And then guess what? The design was so bad, they buffed Margaret, and Margaret became the best unit in the game at the time, right? So this guy, at the current moment, what he does is he needs to apply this debuff called Mark of Concentration, which lowers enemy crit chance by 100%. And then the snipe, but he also needs your teammates to debuff as well so that the snipe actually does damage. And that's the issue. There's not enough turns in this game for this guy to do what he wants to do. The only way I can see Bond becoming ever relevant in PvP as a meta character is if a character releases that applies Mark in all of the enemies. Because my god, using 2 single targets, right, in one character to do about the same damage as a level 1 melee single target, Purgatory Melee, is honestly sad. In this meta, it's sad. A melee single target does about the same damage. And I'm talking without the buff. Now, if you have a 7th Elysians character and you have Bond 6/6, because dupes make him stronger. It's not... Usually dupes only make the ultimate stronger. For this guy, dupes actually make him stronger. It gives him more attack-related stats. So, if you have him with dupes, and you have like Merlin on your team, then his single target combo is actually decently strong. But guess what? You still don't one-shot people. I've had multiple matches with my 15% geared Bond where he leaves Purgatory Melees one shot. Like, he leaves them, like, super, super weak with 7 debuffs. It's very sad, because if you don't use his combo in the first turn and kill someone, he is useless for the remaining of the match. He is a detriment to your team. The debuffs that he applies are only relevant for him. Like, the 2% attack release stat lower is not that good. So... this dude is either waiting for a new character to make him good, similar to DN. I guess you can chuck DN also in that list of badly designed characters. But even then, I feel like DN, she was trying to do something. She failed, but she was trying to do something. Then obviously Tarmalink came out, and Tarmalink made her the best unit in the game at the time. I don't know what they're going to release for this Bond, but if they don't, it would be laughable that an anniversary character is so bad. Again, an anniversary character should not be dropping like this. What I think this Bond is imagine, right? Imagine this king right here. And this is why didn't you go back to dropping 2 characters in one banner, like they used to. This character, in a vacuum, at launch, would have been a dog shit character. Because he needs all these 3 debuffs, right? Or, yeah, these 3. But he only applies 1. So, if Hendrickson didn't come out with him, this guy, in the same banner, right? You would be thinking, why the hell does King even exist? He sucks. He's absolute dog shit. But Hendrickson existed. He came out. He applies shock and bleed. So guess what? The 2 of them are a combo. And King was meta for a little bit, right? Because the combo made sense. The way I see it is Bond is King. Bond is King in a different timeline. Ban comes out without his Hendrickson. And he's waiting for his Hendrickson. That's the way I see it. So, if you still want to summon now for this guy, obviously the banner's amazing. Like, the banner has all the best festival characters in the game. So, it's really hard to say skip because the unit sucks. But it's true, like, the unit just kind of sucks. If you're a big whale, you can still one-shot people turn 1. But you're better off using Demon Team. Demons is better. Demons is, like, so much better than using Ban. It's not even close. Like, it's just... You can make him work if you, again, have him 6-6. But if you have him 6-6, you probably have Purgatory Melee 6-6. Why the fuck would you use Ban? Purgatory Melee is so much better. So, in PvP, Ban goes in sub-meta. But here's a caveat. I, off camera, changed these two tiers, sub-meta and competent. I was going to put him in competent. I was going to put him at the same tier as Trader Melee. Only because, if you are 6-6, you can make him work. I'm putting him at the bottom of sub-meta. He is worse than the majority of characters in here. Not all of them. Not all of them. I don't think he's actually worse than Emilia currently. Actually, Emilia should go... No. Emilia should go down. But he's worse than a lot of these characters. And he's an Anniversary Festival. Liz, right? I think was also a shit release for a festival. Because she was very mediocre. Similar to Ban. And I'm still waiting for her partner. I have nothing else to add to that. There's no happy ending for Liz. Liz is still a disappointment. Anniversary characters should not be mid. They don't need to be broken. Like, people are like, oh, and the anniversary character comes out, he's not breaking the game. You're sad. You're sad he's not breaking the game. No, I'm sad the character is not usable. Right? Like I want to use the character, but every time I do, I'm just like, why am I even playing the game if I'm using this guy? Because I can't win against like regular players that have a brain. Like, if I face a regular player that has a brain, I lose if I'm using Ban. So that's Ban. That's Ban. Let's go to the other three, or the other two, sorry. Who gives a fuck? This thing in PvE is pretty decent, actually. I don't know. It needs more testing. I think she has a good use case. You know, the extra ult gauge is all right, but like the fact that you do the attack buff and your extra ult gauge, it's actually pretty okay. I wish her dupes were free, because there's a big difference between her at 1.6 with 100 and her at 6.6. 100 is still pretty good, but at 150, I can't see properly because it's crapping. 150 defense related stats, you're tanking so much. Again, 100 is still good, but 150 is like another level. It's like it reaches that point of another level, you know? So I wish you got all the dupes for free, and no one's gonna be summoning on the dog shit banner, so everyone's just gonna have her like 1.6. Maybe they pulled another one on the way there. You're probably not really gonna use her too much, to be honest. Like, she's not gonna be someone like Kizuna. Like, this is why I'm not putting her in the same tier as Kizuna. Like, Kizuna is a free character that actually has so much. Like, she has so much that she can do. There's little things that this character can probably do that will put her there. I'm actually gonna bump up her because of this combo here. This combo of these three is actually very strong. For PvP, she's like competent, you know. You can make some fun with her, but ideally you're not gonna win against real players. So this is what competent tier is for me, by the way. You can make them work, but you're not gonna win against real players with brains. Camilla in PvP is obviously dog shit. Like, she has a guild boss passive. Guild boss is an interesting one, right? So there's two types of players. Either you are a guild boss cock and you love guild boss. Guild boss is your life. You play guild boss for 8 to 12 hours a day trying to get top 10. And if you don't, you scream at your teammates. Teammates, we need to get higher placement for Guild Wars. What are you doing? You're either that, or you just get your 6,000 points and you fuck off. So, if you are a guild boss cock, she's like the best thing in the game. Oh my god, a character that works in Guild Boss? I love her! But if you're a normal player, she has a use case. She's good in Guild Boss. So, that's about it. Well, that's a tier list. In a month, maybe something will come out for Bond and he'll be here! Whoa! But for now, he's at the bottom of here. Good luck facing real players with him.